Hello, good evening, welcome back to Channel Me, Dragon Ball McQueen, and more of Eagle Summit theme park. I've been busy building, there's no lighting at the front here, but I have built an entrance. Well, hey. Employed more staff. Done important things like that. So, planters, I want to put some bedding in here. We need lighting. We have a toilet block. We have a latte love. Toilet block, quite well themed toilet block. What are you not doing? Why are you stressing like that? So we have women's and men's, but everyone's using whatever toilet they want, because they do. Dryers, mirrors, sinks. Pip shot juice, and I was currently building this. I was currently working on this, so I'll probably finish this for now. But some more rides installed. Yeah, there's a bit to be done up here. I was thinking perhaps a junior part on the left-hand side, like a kids area. Why are we? What are we? Okay. Yeah, there's going to be loads of Easter eggs and references in this park, I've decided. I'm just going to do sneaky little things. Where's that guy? Is that the pickpocket? Is he being chased by security? Are you being chased by security? Stop. Stop. Get him. That's it. Got him. Yeah, nice. I know, I just witnessed it. So, still things to be done to the round here, the log flume. Yeah, I've put in this, called it the Ace of Spades. Yeah, there's a reference for you. So that Ace of Spades is good. I need to kind of colour it, theme it, add signs, etc. I need to start adding signs as well, like entrances. I've worked out how to use queue times as well. They're awesome. We've seen all this, which I still need to give a name to it, which has got a Gulpy and Chief Beef. No one that hungry? Evidently not. So this is probably the most detailed part of the park, which I've shown already on stream. We've kind of seen all this. I still like it. But we can now add concession stands, which I wanted to add concession stands. Morgan Square looking rather busy. As a reference up there, you know. Look there, just in case, if you know, you know, you know. Great Scott! Yeah, so, like I say, lots of Easter eggs. Got to think of a name for this arcade. You've got delightful ditties. So up here I can add like popcorn stands and stuff, just the reason to give guests to come down here. Next to, so you can come here, grab some popcorn or whatever. Because now we have corn dogs, popcorn, all that. Put some of those stands in there. Oh, look, seriously, that's a path, thank you. Yeah, wait times are brilliant. I've set one up, but not set it up. So there is a new coaster in as well. I'm kind of happy. Can you tell? Oh, height boards. Test your height. Yeah, reference to Mortal Kombat. Test your might. There we go. Just telling you all the Easter eggs. So we've got the... Oh, I haven't put pharmacist on there. Just like... Anyway. But yeah, we have a single rail coaster. Oh. The queue time is 17 minutes. So yeah, you can set up queue times. I've not actually themed it in or anything because I just was doing this earlier. But yeah, I need to theme it in. Add like bins and stuff. And then there's no theming around this coaster, but I'll show you the layout. We'll nip up here. when there's one in the station. One in the station? One in the station, yeah, right, Wild Stallions. Wild Stallions, reference to what? Oh, it's gone. We missed it, damn. Wild Stallions, a reference to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So I want to kind of copy that style of doing Wild Stallions. I have also built a horse for the kids area. But yeah, this is just temporary, well, kind of temporary. This is what I'm going with, but obviously I haven't had trim and everything else. Right, yeah, ride. So yeah, this probably is going to go to the top of the lift hill and wait, but quite nice stats on it. Not too scary, very exciting. No, it doesn't make you very nauseous as well. So yeah, it's good ride. So we'll have a quick look on this, and then we'll get them building. Oh yeah, lift hill. Lift hill's fairly quick. I think single rail coaster is more modern coaster. They are fairly swift on the lift hills, so I kind of replicated that. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, nice and simple layout. But yeah, this is going to be game changing, having wait times. You can also display the ride name, which is going to be brilliant as well. So I will do that. And obviously up here, lots of theming needed. Lots of work needs to be done. And I need to finish the rapids. And then the path ends here, but I do want it to continue round to the entrance. So you've got a full loop that way. So it will continue round here. I need to add light in, so it'll probably continue round to here and round there. But then that would leave me with lots of space here. Perhaps enough space for a coaster. What kind, I don't know. What do we get in the Studios pack? There is some nice stuff. So we'll just simply, I'll show you. Content pack, silver screen pack. Sorry, not Studios. I keep calling it Studios. We have this coaster, which, yeah, starts like that. I'm guessing the guests get in, then it like flips and moves up and does some really complex stuff and then locks into place. Should be cool if we ever want to build that. Just clear that for the moment. And then we have in flat rides, silver screen pack. You have a theatre, which I might add in here. I mean, a theatre's not out of the realms of possibility within a Wild Western theme, although you wouldn't have a curved screen like that. But anyway, we have this ride, which I don't know what it does. Fourth wall. Curious about that. Looks like a giant drum to me. Snare drum, you know, with some steps leading up to it. This one, yeah, that could go in a kiddie area quite easily. And I kind of like that. Probably will put that in a kiddie area because I want to build a child-friendly zone. Track rides. So what track rides did we get? Actually, we need to go create custom. Create custom. Track rides. Concept pack, silver screen. So we got the excellent. Takes bloody ages to theme, but you can do everything. You can do so much control with that. It's lovely. The studio tours, and then this one, my personal favourite. I think this will be really good. The car does not look like the car on the picture. Oh, I wonder if. Hang on. Yeah, all right. I wonder if we could change the style of car. Right, car type, slot car. Okay. Standard. Oh yeah, we can change it. Nice. That's a really nice feature. Ride lights deactivated, so you can have activated or night only. Nice. Yeah, okay. So we can have an old style car ride, because possibly within the realms of Western, not very good really. So there'll be nothing under there. Pools and flumes. I don't think there's any... Oh yeah, there is new stuff under here. Silver screen pack. And what we've got is concessions candy floss, corn dogs. As I say, I was waiting for this to come out. Donuts counter, lovely. The old fries counter. And popcorn, which I wanted to put over in the new area. And there are blueprints for those as well. Very nice indeed. I was going to say, I wonder how they did that roof, but I'm guessing that's a piece all in one that's about the same size. And then, new scenery. Is there any scenery? Well, there's only 600 pieces, so nothing too bad for you to try and get your head round on day one. Yeah, 600 new pieces. I mean, if anyone wants me to look at anything in particular detail, stuff like this, which is King Coaster. This I kind of like, the old banner, Art Deco. We could do something with that. Plenty of pieces, Art Deco. Art Deco. I had a teacher that used to say Art Deco. I did my whole art and design course was all about Art Deco, so I studied Art Deco quite a bit. Don't ask me anything about it though. I studied it for a whole year. Still, I remember all angles and stuff like this, but it was hard to design and hard to work with. I could never get my head around the Art Deco design. I would need reference. Please spend at least 1 minute on every piece of scenery. Yeah. 600 minutes later. Alright, Georgie, how you doing? By the way, I can't beat you in... What's its name? I can't beat you in sprites in Fortnite. We do have these back though, the older animations. The old stunt vehicles. Brilliant. These were in Planet Coaster, but it's so good to see these sort of things returning. Lots of different cars. We'll both be on 0 sprites tomorrow. Oh, is it resetting completely? Well, you've beaten me this season, then. Right, go on, go. Go, car. There we go. Oh, and a jump and a crash and a... Whoa. You could do GTA 6 with this, couldn't you? Oh, it's like it hits something and crashes off. So yeah, there's loads of pieces of scenery. Got all the returning brilliant people that we like to use in various different scenes. Can use them in so many different scenes, these characters. In different positions and stuff. These were in the original game. The original Planet Coaster. The old clapboard, whatever it's called. But yeah, there are some new pieces as well, so like this guy. Forgotten his name. Colonel Butterworth. Yeah. Very clever, Planko. Very clever Frontier for calling him Colonel Butterworth. Oh, That looks perfect in the Wild West, doesn't it? So it's only can make GTA. GTA themed theme park. Based on San Andreas. These look really good. Be able to make a lot of use of these, and obviously because you can resize them and have total control over some nice Art Deco style letters. Oh, these are a Fistful of Needles poster, and you've got Costa Blanca. Deep Blue Pool. Oh yeah, that's Jaws though, really. Deep Blue Pool, but Deep Blue was another film. Ferris Wheel's Day Off. One of my favourite films, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. King Gulpy, yeah, Godzilla and Kong mixture. And The Odd Cattle, I don't know what that is a reference to. Oh, The Odd Couple, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Plushy Colonel Butterworth. Okay, that's just his head though. Yes! Yes! Sharks are back! Oh, you don't know how happy. It's worth the price tag just for that. Sharks are back. Awesome. Sharks are back. That means our pirate theme park is saved. Sharks are back. Now we need our gators. Thank you, Frontier. You got all your yeah, your stunt falling pieces as well from the original game, so you can have people falling into pallets and stuff. Got your archaeologists. Nice to see these guys back, the old archaeologists from the Adventures pack. Got businessmen, stunt businessmen sitting idle and doing all sorts of different things and getting blown up and ending up in weird and wonderful, yeah, positions. Why they have to have a stick up their backside, God only knows, but you know. Can we just get rid of the stick now? Fairy Tale explode forward. What else we got? We have the legendary sword fighting. Much worse than the Holy Grail. 'Tis but a scratch. And we have pirates. This pirate is probably one of the best pirate models ever. Look how good that is with his fruity red beard. Policeman. Doing policeman things. Told you. Grand Theft Auto. Sci-fi people that you can colour. I think we can colour them as well. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got all the colours, so you can use them for different things. You've got a lot more control over these characters. I know you can colour some of the original animatronics, but these had a lot more control over them. Western. So we've got a lot more we can do with our Western animatronics in this game as well, which means, yeah, so much more. Oh yeah, do you want zombies? Yeah, we got zombies. Day of the Dead. Stunt woman business. Yeah, apparently. Anyway, that's what she looks like. She looks like a Fortnite character. We have the Archer, or Stunt Woman Fairy Tale, apparently. I don't think we have Stunt Men Fairy Tale. We have a mummy as well, excellent. That's a really good model from the original game. So I'm pleasantly surprised, pleased about all these. Stunt woman, pirate. I'm guessing, did we not have... We didn't have males. We had male zombies, but we didn't have male... Like, what was the one? I don't know. We also have sci-fi women. Levitating. Because... We also have, like, who does this remind you of, yeah? Could we not change this to look like someone out of Red Dead 2? Adler. Sadie Adler. We have our tanks back. Nice. So yeah, there's loads of pieces. There is hundreds of pieces. It is an awesome pack. Wagon roll, okay. Flaming wagon. Is there some way I could incorporate that into this ride, into this theme? Yeah, into this park. I will. I'll get my start thinking about it. 579 items. It said 600. There was only 579 items. I haven't looked at blueprints though. So should we have a look at blueprints? No, not Frontier Workshop. Thank you. I'm so glad you let me quit out of that really quickly. Content pack, studios, silver screen pack, please. So we have bank. Nice, kind of modern looking. I've not looked at these. Cornerstone. So yeah, these are all modern looking buildings. We have a fire station. Take the fire engine, put Ecto 1 in the bottom there. Idle crew. There we go, with all the... Performance stage. We have a performance stage, oh nice. So you just plonk that down. You can plonk it down and tweak it a little bit and turn it into a performance stage and put some people on it. That's really good. Silver screen archway. That's new. These are all new. Showing you how Art Deco should be used. Silver screen archway. Yeah, kind of Art Deco. Yeah, very Art Deco actually. Silver screen building 8. Nice, I like that. Silver screen building 7, very Art Deco. That looks like something out of a game I've been playing recently with guns. Only because they've got an Art Deco style cinema in Fortnite at the moment. Silver screen building 6. There we go, another one. So I wonder if you could put them all together to make a huge cinema complex over the cinema. Oh yeah, I remember that kind of lattice shape thing from on Windows for Art Deco. Yeah, and the curves and everything. Quite a nice style really. Oh, that's classic Art Deco. Just instantly. Oh yeah, that's classic Art Deco. I kind of like this style. It's all nice and good. And that's Art Deco as well, quite clearly. By the angular lines and The lovely curved columns. Oh, we have a silver screen centerpiece. What? Pretty sure you're not meant to do that. I think the head is meant to stay gold and not be black. Yeah, there we go. No, it's all right. Yeah. Cool. That's nice. It's a nice centerpiece. I really like the backdrop on there. It's really lovely. A guest has reported a case of pickpocketing. Well, don't tell everyone, they'll all want it. It's a Splash Emporium. Yeah. Nice. So a lot of the stuff that's already in there, you can just go straight away with it. Right, we just looked at the stands, didn't we? Silver screen dressing. Shows you how the pieces should be used as well. Yeah, I've done a real good job with this pack. It shows you how the pieces can be used, or it could be a jumping off point for you to start with your imagination. Oh, that's rotating. That's rather flash. Then we have the silver screen dressing, so we have all the films that we looked at. Medium facilities shell. So I mean, if you're not that confident in building, then they've supplied more than enough. That's that Art Deco style we saw earlier, classic Art Deco. I mean, it is all Art Deco, but that's classic Art Deco as well. I really love. I'll show you what I really like. This whole bit with like, I want to know if that's a separate piece. I'm guessing that Art Deco, so it's a metal fence. So they're using fences in their building, which is something a lot of Planco creators sort of did in the original game, and that very creative, very nice. Also, these pieces are like them bits, terracotta tile wall. Yeah, they're good. Like if you want to do an adventure theme for the temple, then they're ideal. So pretty much they've given you building blocks to build whatever you want in the game, which is fantastic. Stage setup. Studio backlot. Finally got cones back again as well. Now you can put cones back in the game. I love these cones with the lights on top. Very clever, very good. I mean, like real cones would be. Showing you how they could be used or should be used. Red carpet. Studio entrance. Which way is the entrance? So I'm guessing you would go up that way. And then we have some terraced townhouses. Oh, nice. Not Art Deco. I love that roof style. That's really cool. so that's it. That is everything. So I'm afraid the people that create these amazing shark pieces that do some really weird things. Animated great white shark. Animated shark. Oh, he's slapping his own face. Whoop, whoops. I'm guessing they've done sort of change that would change it all. Those are the characters we downloaded from my other theme park. They are really good. See, people are much better at basic shapes than me. But they actually look really good. I'll show you something I've tried on basic shapes. Don't laugh, please. I attempted some basic shape horses. Sorry about that. I glanced over to the corner of my room and my grandson was there. So I was just trying to persuade him he should be back in bed. Yeah, so I made a horse, a more anatomically correct horse than most horses that I've seen on the workshop. I mean, there's some really good horses. I'm not taking anything away because it's really hard to build anything out of basic shape. So I wanted one a bit more, you know, that felt a bit more, I don't know, looked a bit more horse-like to me. So yeah, I kind of tried to make it a bit more, but it's the basic shapes, trying to get that. You either get that very fat cartoony look or it ends up looking a bit weird. And I've gone for that. It looks a bit weird but has a bit of detail. But yeah, not bad, I don't think. Not brilliant, but not bad. But yeah, I added the saddle and everything else. Yeah, it's very hard to do horses, so I did scenery, search. I did download loads of horses that people had done. I wish I could remember who they were. So yeah, these were really good. These are really good. Like, yeah, and that's where I kind of got the idea of what they were doing with the, but they're flat, kind of. Not really, but they are. So those horses, but I didn't want to use someone else's when I wanted to do my own work. Oh, and then you got this one, but it's way too big. Like, way too big. Like, I'm a horse. It would just crush everything. Yeah, anyway. I'm just being silly. And I did download other horses, but I don't think they've shown up for some reason. They don't show up under horse. Let's just do source, Frontier Workshop. There we go. Arcade group. Pong, before Pong was even in the game. Lightning, super off-road, but like double tab golf Arari instead of Atari. Very clever. But yeah, proper arcades, and then obviously Frontier came along and built arcades. Right, what we got here? Basic Sync by Jan BK. See, put your names in the title, people. Campfire Western. Oh yeah, I found some really nice Western stuff actually, so I downloaded it, all of it. Car transport. I read that as Coca-Cola, but no, it isn't. Exotic cars. What we got? I was looking for horses anyway, wasn't I? That's not very horse-like. I've loads of stuff I've downloaded from the... That's really creative. Funnel cakes, corn dogs. We can finally put corn dogs in the game. Food collection. This is really good. If you want food pieces, they are. Spices, cheese, meat. Pies and bread and cakes or sweets. Got a collection of Gothic and stained glass windows. Like created by hand. So I think the idea is you'd copy what pieces you need. Gift shop counter. Very creative. I have a goat. Woohoo! Hanging shark. That is one hell of a shark. Classic from Universal Studios. Halloween Summer. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Green Jaybird did that. I wonder how I knew that. Yeah, I know Green Jaybird. Chat to him occasionally. Certain creators I've heard of. Halloween. Right, I'm looking at Halloween stuff. These are amazing as well. I don't know. I could never find. I don't know what I'd ever use them for, but these are amazing. I mean, I suppose you could put rides in them. I was looking for horses, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. But there are some very talented people out there. Functional mini golf with loads going on underneath it by Jan BK, of course. So you sink it down and then you move them into position, because I don't think anyone would have a golf course set up like that, would they? Right, they might, I don't know. Modern Turnstiles by Jan BK. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like Jan's stuff. Yep, modern turnstiles, indeed they are. Jan, who's gone off to pirate ship. Okay. How's that meant to work? Is it meant to be angled a certain way, or is it like underwater like that? That wouldn't work because the... I suppose it would. Interesting. Pirate ships. See, I have a problem building hulls, to be honest with you. Oh, that's a two-parter one. Yeah. Really complex to put together. I think this is when we can only put 2,000 parts in the game. That is now in the game. Trams like that. But yeah, people were making these things way before Frontier built them. Anyway, we're looking for horses. Horses. We need to put this in our theme park. Tiny Yan. Vertical turnstiles. Yeah. For your water parks. This is really good. The guy who did this is awesome. Look at the detail on that. Shotgun there as well. It's awesome. I was going to say, I don't know why the wagon would have a brake on its front right wheel. You would control the wagon by the horses, I would have thought. Does that remind you of anything? That just reminded me of the quest in Red Dead Redemption 2. Where he's British, don't you know? So you could make a reference to that. I thought I downloaded more horses, but evidently not. Western Marshal's office. Yeah, so there's some really talented people out there building some really cool Western stuff. I have so many questions. Why is the marshal? Those two are fighting. Why is the marshal just stood there, like doing nothing, like frozen in terror? Oh no! Tipping his hat. He's like, "Yeah, this is all right. Carry on." Oh, and this is good. Nice blacksmiths. So yeah, there are some really nice creations on the workshop. I just wish I remembered who this was that did all these. I did remember his name and now I've forgotten. I could just go and visit the creator anyway, because I think I've added them to my favourites list anyway, so. I'd like to create a blacksmith. But that is all. I think that's, well, incredibly clever. First of all, it's all built off grid. Pretty sure it's off grid anyway. Let me have a look. This stuff. No, that's wooden jetty platform. Yeah, I thought it was wooden jetty or something. And then you got your wooden planks. So I've got a gridded roof. See, to make it more dynamic, I'd have probably turned that at a slight angle. I've not had it so close to the building, but I suppose for the benefits of a theme park. Wooden wolf statue. Oh yeah. Western wooden mouse coaster. How much did that? Right, that's 8% of my budget. If I put that in, very detailed. Curious as to how he got that. Hold on. Complexity meter is getting high. Yeah, I know. It is water shapes, rectangular. Yeah. I want to ride this. Let's ride this. I mean, I know wooden mice are generally jank. Whoa, this is So many questions. Cool layout, I hope, but it's not like... It needs the classic wooden mouse turns. It has got classic wooden mouse turns, and it's running a bit hot. I like the theming. Just it was running a bit hot, in my opinion. Right, do we continue theming this, or do we theme the stuff over here, the single rail? I do like this toilet block, it's kind of nice. With a, what is that shop? Photo kiosk. There we go. And Viva la Vegan. Right, let's see if he goes in the men's or the women's. I think I've only got one mechanic in my staff. That might be why I'm having a problem. Yep, Bianca Duran is our only mechanic. Let's grab you and give you a pay rise. This staff member has a short shift. They do not require a break. Oh, okay. Really? Interesting. Part-timer. This is from the... Oh yeah, music. We didn't go through music from the silver screen pack. This is from the silver screen pack. Don't know whether it's... I can't remember whether it's from the original Planet Coaster either. I just looked at that door and thought that door looks like it's sunk into the ground, and I realised no, it's got a long window in it, but it looks like it's sunk into the ground for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, we'll continue theming this. I need to add on the back. I need to add. We can do this fairly easily by doing. Searching for balcony. Sorry, just yawned and had a busy day really today, but ho hum. Didn't wake up till gone 9 o'clock, which is very strange for me. Going up early, late to bed, etc. It's got warm again though. We did have a bit of rain earlier, which was absolute bliss. Let's go for ladder. We need a ladder, and we need it like that. Spin it round. Bring it out, across, down, perfect. No, that's not what I meant to do, thank you. want to resize it. Do we bring it out to there? We'll try 65. 75 was not enough. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee. Give me a second. Yeah, if I'm going for this kind of look that I've created over here, it's fairly easy to do. Oh, dismiss that, we don't need that. Yeah, I keep getting that complexity meters getting high. This has to be my favourite wooden beam in the game because it has a bit of a patina, a bit of, like, it looks good. We've got that, or we've got the darker one. Now let's go for the light wood. Sorry, something went in my eye then, or I felt like I had something in my eye. And before anyone says an eyeball, right? Let's basically just designing the rail here. Very simple. That could be interesting. Oh, just realised. Has anyone spotted my error? If you said my beam was too big, you'd be right. Not a complaint I hear often. Everything in Planet Coaster is perfectly sized, honestly. I swear some of the stuff they've just doubled the size of what it was in Planet Coaster, like the bracket pieces. Yeah, I swear they've just doubled them up. Perhaps I should just do a short about that. Right, what we need to do now is whack that on there, bring it up into place, across. Brilliant. Is that about right? So I can't bring it up like that because that would have to meet up. Well, Everything scales down to at least 20%. Oh, excellent. Evening, Ratspit. Nice to see you. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, I noticed that with some of the stuff I was doing earlier. I was like, that's strange that it goes down to 20%, but the penny didn't drop. For millions of investors across the UK. Sorry, I watch too much YouTube and see far too many adverts and it rots my brain. Have you got the Studios pack? So, I'm good, been lurking as always. So, did you see me attempt to start the new... Well, if you've been lurking, you may have seen me attempt the challenge park, and like, I looked at the like ratio. The views were good on it, but the like ratio was like non-existent on that park. So I came back to this Western Park, which I think everyone's enjoying me building. I was like, okay, I can read the room. I can take a hint. Yes, of course, not used it yet. Yeah, it's the same. I've hardly used it. I think I've used some pieces from it already. But isn't it? The new flying coaster I can't get my head round though. Looks more complex. When coasters get complicated, I kind of struggle. Since my era of theme parks was like Corkscrew and Alton Towers and things like that. Oh, you missed the... Yeah, I did a one-off episode of it, a challenge park. So it's all basic, but I was trying to use like dual materials and stuff to make it look interesting. Actually, we have the park. Golden Sunrise, I think I called it. And I need to go back to Treasure Cove at some point. Yeah, Golden Sunrise. Let's load it up quickly. I'll show you what I did in about a few hours. I'll quickly show you since I'm talking about it. Give me an excuse to crack open my drink as well and drink a bit. Come on, Planet Coaster. It's not got that much to load up. It's not that complicated what I've built so far. Yeah, I was going to build this as an Alice in Wonderland teacups. I need to put a roof on it. But yeah, it was all basic, but I was trying to use like multiple materials and everything was very, very, very simple. So it's not got the trim and design that I normally have. Oh, you're having a mini break. Oh, you're going to Alton Towers. Nice. I haven't been for years to Alton Towers. Oh, I did build this on here. We built a teacup. It's kind of nice, isn't it? I think the teacup doesn't move though when the ride moves, unfortunately. Yeah, it definitely needs a roof. And I need to have my Alice in Wonderland characters. Yeah, it doesn't move. I'll get to it at some point. We'll come back to Golden Sunrise at some point. Sorry people, you'll have to stay perpetually freezing in the snow. Let's go back to Eagle Summit Theme Park. So, Alton Towers. So, favourite ride at Alton Towers? What coasters will you be going on? Are you just going for the atmosphere? I'm probably too old for roller coaster riding these days. Saying that, I'm not. You're never too old for roller coaster riding, really. My doctor may disagree, but I would say you're never too old for roller coaster riding. Oh. Here's an interesting question for everyone. Do we think the UK theme park industry needs to be concerned with Universal on the horizon? Personally, I'd say that's a big yes. And I'm kind of looking forward to... It's only, what, 3.5 years away? None of the coasters was there last time I went. Oh, Wicker Man, yeah, that's the one I want to really ride as well. I think Wicker Man would be good. I think if I could psych myself up enough as well, Nemi would be good to go on, Nemesis. But anything above that, like Oblivion, screw that. Even though I've done a free-fall roller coaster, free-fall skydive roller coaster. Many years ago, though, I was like half the age I am now, practically. So, and I'd love to if I felt brave enough, really brave, I want to ride Smiler because I think it's an amazing piece of engineering, and it's got the most inversions of any roller coaster ever. However, the double lift hills and and the look of it just terrifies me. If I'm honest. My boys rip the crap out of me whenever we're in theme parks. They're like, Dad, you make all these amazing roller coasters on your theme park game, yet you won't ride one. That's how they convinced me to go on Kamali at Flamingo Land. And boy, was the G-force bad at the bottom of the first drop. I say bad, intense. It wasn't bad, it was intense. Yeah. Wish I was brave enough, I'm not. It's lovely to watch though, I would think. I would love to probably stand there and just watch it. I could probably stand and watch Smiler because, as I say, from an engineering point of view, that thing is incredible. I know the people that ride it sort of say, oh, you get Gerstlauer ache and stuff, and it bashes you about, and it's a bit rough, but I still think it's an incredible bit of engineering, regardless of. And I don't think it was always that rough. I think it's just through use and time and everything else. I do like inversions. I've sort of discovered that I actually enjoy inversions, which is because with a straight drop, you've got one central, like your G-force is constant in one position with a drop, unless it moves in drop, like it turns or anything, or there's a tilt or anything else. Most of the time, that you're just having, you're just getting the stomach left behind, as they say. Whereas with an inversion, your point of G-force acting upon your body, the position is changing all the time in an inversion, so it's a different sensation. So I discovered, probably far too late in life, that I actually enjoy inversions. I actually discovered it by going on Millennium Coaster up the road from me, which had 3 loops on it, and I absolutely loved the loops. In fact, I wanted to ride it again just to go on the loops, but we didn't have time because it was like the end of the day. The drop tower though, near me, no, stuff that. As I say, one constant G-force sensation. I have done some pretty crazy rides as well though, in my time. But as I get older, I'm thinking, nah. It's a young man's game. What can I add to this pizza pen to make it look more pizza pen? I don't know. We need a door on the back here anyway, that's for sure. and it needs to be a western door. I'm so happy they added sharks though. Thank you thank you Frontier for adding sharks. I mean, look at the size of that. Look at the size of that door. Right, okay. I mean, I'm vertically challenged in real life, so I'm used to doors being slightly bigger than me, but they're not even that. Look, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it does. It is. I think it's a worthwhile investment, especially if you're into your Planet Coaster. Even if you're not, you should go and buy it. That's about right. 85%. Thank you. Honestly, Frontier, why do you build massive doors that dwarf? Another thing that they get criticised for is the sticky outness. But a lot of theme parks, if you look at their theming and that, they do have doors and windows that look like they're stuck on the outside. I don't know why that, you know, that wall door like that is kind of the thing, but it is. Get in with my pizza pen colours. See, do I build a roller coaster around the back here? I think I do. We need a gift shop as well. Just turn that up a little bit, although mute voice. I like the Planet Coaster music, but it gets a bit much after a while. It's nice to occasionally have a bit quiet. Normally I sit here in total silence. Well, I normally have a podcast on when I'm creating or something, or YouTube, Theme Park Worldwide or something in the background. And I just have voices, so I'm listening and absorbing things, getting distracted, watching Planet Coaster POVs, that sort of thing. What we could do, source your creations. We should have, oh, look at that Viking window. Now there are so many more pieces like that. I could build a lot more creative windows than that. Hang on, what have I used here? What's this piece? Oh, is this a wood piece? Yep, look at that. That is a 1 meter wooden pillar. My word. That's really cool. It's a really cool window. Created that as well. Really early on I created that well. Well. This is something I built recently and I don't know where to put it in. Like, It's loosely based on Klonoa, but it's my own sort of character. Kind of like when you go to anywhere, there's that character that you see that's slightly off and scary. And these are all my own creations. This is what I was trying to get this right for ages. This turtle, but I don't know whether the turtle. No. Yep. The mouth opens too much. Catch him. I can hear you chasing after someone. You caught him, yeah. Weird looking turtle. We'll find a use for it one day. Hey, Eagles Summit. We can have eagles flying around. That'd make sense, really, wouldn't it? You know, if you went to a theme park called Eagles Summit and there was nothing, no mention of eagles whatsoever, you'd be kind of disappointed. Talking of eagles, I'm kind of disappointed. There is actually an eagle style coaster I wanted to build. I was going to put a kiddies part over here, but I might put it here to the right. Put the yeah, because that's like a. This is a not kind of a junior coaster. This is the one with the biggest drop. That's the biggest drop I think in the park so far. So it's a vertical. I don't think you could see much on this coaster. I think Old Outlaw Canyon is just. Well, that was perfectly timed, wasn't it? I think this is like contained. I don't think you see much outside the park. At the top of the lift hill, you just get a look out over the whole park, I think. No, sorry, not out of the whole park. Over the, yeah, the background is what I meant to say, the landscape. Get it right. And you're probably too busy doing inversions and trying not to throw up to see the design. To see beyond the park, beyond the ride into the park. You get a glimpse of things. I still want to put a train ride in here, although I don't know how I would do it. Would they clap it when they returned? I mean, I'll take it if you'll give me standing ovations and say how good that coaster is. They don't clap on this one, but they clap on this one over here. This needs work. Needs loads of work on my older Rapids. Anyway. See, I've been doing buildings all day, so I'm kind of getting sick of doing buildings because I did these two today as well. I think I did this yesterday. Complete with aircon unit. I do like these toilets. Inspired by Nerd Chacho toilets. Oh, I need an advert on here that corresponds to something nearby. What would I advertise? Let's go pizza pen advert, I guess. Advertise pizza. So you get off. I mean, that's some pretty brutal advertising, really, isn't it? Because you get off your coach, you come through the main entrance, you think, oh, I've been sat on a coach for ages, I'll just go to the loo, and then it hits you with a pizza pen advert before you even. And so instantly you're thinking now, pizza. Of course, that. Oh, it doesn't cover it up, the toilet sign. That's good then. Nice. But it advertises pizza. Oh, we've got some people going for pizza. By the way, pizza pen, I think they should be in trouble, really, Pizza Pen. They only sell 3 types of pizzas in here. I think there should be more pizzas, like cheese pizza, pepperoni, or vegetarian. Okay. Where's the rest of it? There is a coaster I want to add. We have to add it. Where is it? So I might try and work on the layout of that, and then I can theme everything else. Where is it? Subscribe then. If I build a roller coaster, subscribe, Macy. I'm literally in the roller coaster menu now, so what do you think I might be doing? A backflip. X dimensions. No, we don't want X dimensions. We want the one coaster. Did it. Thank you. Every subscriber saves another fairy in the world. Every subscriber puts another person using AI slop to pump out stuff out of business. Right, I'm looking for a type of coaster. Oh, there it is. This is what we need. Eagle Summit, we need a coaster based on this. Where am I going to place this coaster? I have no idea. Interesting you should mention that, Macy. Have I ever been to Alton Towers? Sorry, I was just trying to translate what you meant. Interesting you should mention that. Yeah, I went when Space Harrier was in the arcades. Corkscrew was a ride, not just a monument out the front. And there was the black hole, and then there was also the Beast the second time I went. So yes, I've been to Alton Towers, but it was a long time ago. I'd like to go more recently with my kids, but there we go. Although the theme park I'm most excited to want to visit at the moment is Paulton's, due to their new Viking section. I think that would be pretty awesome to visit Paulton's, and to have a grandson who would probably appreciate Peppa Pig Park as well. So Thunderlooper was there the last time I went. Thunderlooper. Do I remember Thunderlooper? I may have known that. What was the one right by the monorail as you came in, and it just launched you, and then you went up and straight down? Falcon's Flight. Where's Falcon's Flight? I'm trying to think. If you're here to see Studios Pack stuff, that's the beginning of the stream, by the way, people, if anyone has popped in now. Is Falcon's Flight in another... Is it in America by any chance, or is it... Or is it a European park? If I had the courage, I'd want to go and fly. Because fly is the... It does two things. It's an inverted coaster, which I enjoy inverted coasters, strangely enough, even though I haven't ridden Odyssey up the road, and I won't because I know how it's big and scary. Kamal is probably about as big as I'll get on coasters, but yeah, I'd love to go on, and I like launches, so I probably want to go and fly at some point in my life. That would be if I could, but I'd probably get there and look at it and go, nope. But I might stay in the hotel and let it fly past me every day. That'd be good fun. I'm trying to think where Fly is, actually. I can't remember now. I think... Right, we go... tiny bit Then we go up. We go optional catwalk. Oh, yeah, I thought we'd changed to... Yeah, thank you. I thought we'd change to... What kind of... I don't think we go much more than 36 degrees. 38 degrees. Twin Lakes. Where's Twin Lakes? I used to go to Wicksteed every year. Wicksteed Park. Yeah, my mum was a childminder, so... Leicester. Oh, right. Yeah, Gulliver's is in my hometown now, but it wasn't when I was growing up. But my, yeah, we used to go to... My mum used to, like, she used to childmind and look after kids. That's not tall enough. I want it to be a little steeper. I lived in Leicester, don't go at any cost. What, don't go to Leicester or don't go on to the theme park, or both? So that's made me chuckle. That's a bit. I've been to Gulliver's at Matlock, and I took my boys to Gulliver's where I'm from when I was younger, and we used to go to Wicksteed every year. Both. We used to go to Wicksteed, and the roller coaster there is tiny. But that was my experience of roller coasters. And then, like, when I went to the wonderful Alton Towers, it was like. It was probably an eye-opening experience, put it that way. Catwalk off. Oh, we've got track 1. What's track 1 and track 2? What's the difference? Let's have a look. Track 1, track 2. Track 1, track 2. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Okay, one's got a bigger spine. Do we want a chunky spine or do we want a little spine? Chunky spine, little spine, chunky spine, little spine. Chunky. I think we go chunky. Especially for the start of the ride. And I'm kind of thinking we want to dig. Oh my word, are we right on the edge already? Oh no. Yeah, we are. We're right near the edge. Okay, we've not got a lot of room over this side of the park, so probably building a coaster like this, we might be better off having the... Oh, what am I doing? I don't know why I'm destroying the coaster when I could just move the coaster. Don't destroy the coaster, move the coaster. Think about your layout. So we have an edge over here as well. So this is like the corner then, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that makes sense really, wouldn't it? Just think, yeah, that's the corner. So kind of like leave that. So yeah, I could build a little kids park bit area there. I mean, we are on 30% though, bear that in mind. There's probably loads of... Hang on. Now I need to do something and you're all going to think I'm a bit... I need to work something out for my own... Right. Okay, so... Possibly we could go out and around here. Because I'm in car park area. That this is going to need loads of room. These kind of coasters need tons and tons of room. They are massive coasters. Do I put it this side? Or do I put it this side? I kind of might want to put it this side. because I want to kind of find the place for it, put it in that place, and then that'll be it. Yeah. I mean, if you came in, like, and there's the coach park, and the car park's further off north of where we're currently looking, or to top of screen, like, the main car park's over that way. When you come in, you see this big monster of a coaster. It would probably catch your attention, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, as I say, these style coasters, from my experience of what I've seen of POVs, are pretty, like, take up lots of space and do lots of things, really. Do you know what else needs tons of room? The no-go area around Leicester. You talk about Leicester as if it's like a demilitarised zone. Rat's bit. Or is that too generous a description? Yeah, I knew what you meant. I think we go thick spine anyway. I think we dive down into the scenery. You need to go, Macy. What? Oh, okay, bye. Nice to see you anyway, and pop back some other time. This will be on YouTube any time for you to peruse at your leisure. Do we auto tunnel? I think we auto tunnel. I think 4 meter, 5 meter. Yeah, something like that. Let's. I think we straighten up. Straighten up a bit. Dive loop? No, I think. Oh, there isn't. Sidewinder? I don't think sidewinders are kind of appropriate. I think like vertical loop. Not a Norwegian loop, definitely not. Pretzel loops are awesome, but I don't think this thing would be able to do a pretzel loop. Yeah, wide vertical loop would probably be. Finish loop. Yeah, I think we'll go. I think we go wide and inside. What coaster type? Sorry, I missed it. My cat put me off licking its mutt. Hey, hang on. What? I don't know what coaster type I was talking about. This one. Yeah. I don't know. Was I talking about this coaster? I'm kind of half in. All my cats are outside at the moment. They have this sudden aversion against being inside in the current climate. I can't remember what I was saying now. You've thrown me completely by talking about cats and their butts, rats bit. I just completely everything I said prior to that incident is just gone from the old grey matter. I'm at the age where I walk into rooms and go, now why did I walk in here? I think it was going to pull massive G-forces, this thing. We'll have a look. Mine will be outside if they carry on. Yeah, all three of mine are outside. They cry otherwise. Scruffy cries at the door. I'm like, just go out. Can't be bothered with it. But we have a really busy road in front of my house, so I don't like them being out, but they're fairly sensible in that case. They stay in the back garden generally. By the way, before anyone says that's a bit rough and janky, you'd be right, because it's early stages and I haven't even done the straightening. I think we go up now. I think we go into a like a nice twist upwards. With with these type of coasters, it's lots of big sweeping movements and stuff. You don't want to overdo it with your angles. You can't do sharp like turns or anything because they're such big hefty beasts. They just wouldn't be able to handle it. It's not like your little Gerstlauer bobsled coasters and things like that. Yeah. Oh, I was watching Themepark Worldwide, as I mentioned, and I saw his like Evictus review. I don't know whether I like that. The new ride at I say new this year ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and the guy who helped design it actually went on it, and he was much older than me, and I thought, you must be hellish brave, or have a really good, or have private healthcare, or both. Because that thing swings out. It's a giant Intamin. That's it. It's an Intamin gyro swing, and it's absolutely crazy. Right? Do we? I don't think a banana roll would work. Would a banana roll work for this? Well, we could try a banana roll. I think a banana roll might be better than a cobra roll. I think a cobra roll on such a We'll try a banana roll. Let's see how we get on. Let's test and see if it makes it round the banana roll. I went to the Pleasure Beach this summer. I was like, hell no. Yeah, Victus is just, yeah. I mean, I've not even seen it in person. I've just watched it on a tiny little video on YouTube, and I'm just like, yeah, no. But the Wallace and Gromit ride, every day of the week, I'd love to go on that. Combines two of my favourite things, Wallace and Gromit, which me and my kids love, and I'm going to straighten this. It just feels too jank at the beginning. That's jank. We're in dark rides. What, a Victus? It's massive. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, we made it. Yeah, it does make it. And it does it really well in true wing coaster style. I'm pleased with that. It's actually behaving exactly like a Wallace and Gromit was awesome. Yeah, I would have to tell my son that I know someone who's been on the Wallace and Gromit ride, and he'll be really pissed off. I think we'll probably need a... Yeah. Ready? I think we can't. I don't think we can push our helix down anymore. Probably go down a few percent actually. Oh, Alright, we are going to go backwards and do a bit of smoothing, I think. Backwards smoothing at level 6. Thank you very much. Oh no, I just realised as soon as it hits, yeah, that element. As soon as it hits a pre-made element. Thoughts on pre-made elements, people? There's a question for you. Hate them, love them, useful in certain situations. What are your thoughts on pre-made elements in Planet Coaster games? Because I happen to think that they work for loops and stuff. They work better than most I've seen created by hand. Most. It's so hard to get them right. Yeah, I do as well. Well, as you can see, I use them. But yeah, I think they, because like the profiling, they've created the coaster to go through that particular way, in a particular way that's like the realistic thing. They've also calculated the smallest version and the possibly the bit, I don't know whether they've calculated the biggest, but they've calculated the kind of smallest version for of those sort of things. They've kind of worked it all out because it is quite clever. The coaster design and that in this game is particularly clever, and a lot of people take it for granted, I think. But yeah, I happen to think they did a really good job with this game. Would we be... I wonder if we'll... You know, it's much... Planet Coaster games have become a much more creative sandbox experience rather than, you know, the management side. And whilst I understand that there are Roller Coaster Tycoon fans and that, and I do enjoy some of the management aspects, if it gets too hard and too complex, it can be frustrating. Alright, let's give that a ride. We'll give it a left-hand ride and then... Actually, I think we want to give it a right-hand ride, because that's the bit that gets lowest to the ground on the helix. And I want to test whether we're going to put the coaster in the ground. But there's generally another point of view. I generally look at a coaster from front on, do a guest facing view, and test all the elements. I mean, seeing this from the car park is just going to be, yeah. That's a bit better. It doesn't feel as jank as it did. In fact, it's quite nice now. It sounds different, and it may carry more speed through here since I smoothed it. No, it still has a little bit of hang time, which I kind of like. Yeah, it doesn't hit the ground. I think it's, you know, it's travelling quite nicely. I mean, we'd still do 45 miles per hour at that point. I don't think you could block section this coaster either. I don't think it works. I think even if you put it on block sections, it doesn't work, does that? It's not that style of coaster, unfortunately. So yeah, you can't have two trains, is what I'm getting at. That's what I was trying to say. English much? Speak? No. Don't understand. Let me if we put it on block section, yeah, you cannot change, you cannot add any more trains, because that's enough room for a train, another train, easily. So unfortunately, we are stuck. Right. Was that right because I didn't make any sense, or right because you understood what I was waffling about? You've got to go to bed. Oh, right, no worries. Well, Ratspit, I'm guessing you're back at the grind stone tomorrow. I'm gonna have a break in a minute anyway. But yeah, nice to see you. Lovely to talk to you again. And I'm sure we'll catch up again soon. I'm back on Friday, so. But shit, the missus is away at the moment, so I'm doing all house running and stuff like that. So it's no picnic. It would be kind of nice to bring it down by the side. Yeah, the row. All right. I kind of think I'm at the end, but not block section. It's got LSMs. I could have done a launched version. Oh well. Yeah, but I was going to say a launch version wouldn't have the same. Oh, it's got LSMs. It's got LSMs, people. It's got LSMs. We've got 2 lift hill coasters. It's got LSMs. Oh, that's exciting. That's actually quite exciting. Well, this layout's pretty good. Oh, rats. And I'm not taking Ratspit's name in vain. Oh, I could do an LSM version. That would be really nice. I kind of think. And we need braking. Friction brakes or trim brakes. No, friction. Probably only need them to be tiny. Yeah, tiny. Then we go to optional catwalk off. That's another thing I haven't thought about. Sound effects like birds and such like. General background noise. I mean, it's doing 40 miles per hour. I mean, realistically, it still has a lot of go in it. Still. Now I've added all this stuff, I'm going to have to add loads of theming, but let's give it a test run anyway and see how we get on. I still feel like it had plenty more to give there, really. Although I don't think... okay, yeah. We don't necessarily need to end it there. That's what I'm saying. Because we're doing about 40 when we hit the brake run. We're going to be doing about 20. Like half that speed. So it's got... Although I kind of like this layout. It's very nice. It's very good. It's very nice. I kind of feel it needs a bit more airtime as well. And like that lovely so how am I going to be able to bring it back round? Could I bring it round there? That's not going to work. But this might work. No, that's probably not going to work actually. I'm kind of hemming myself into a corner. Straight. I'm hoping it's keeping a bit of speed there, but I don't know. For like a twisty turny section. So I'll be curious as to what speed it's carrying at that point in the layout. Because we were doing 40, so... But the longer you have a coaster, the less excitement and fear rating it gives it. It's a bit silly, really. We'll see how it gets on. We'll see how it gets on. That's because obviously it's called Eagle Summit, and then you see an Eagle roller coaster as you come into the... Well, it's a Falcon actually, I think, meant to be. But as you come into the coach park, and that would be quite enticing, quite a good thing, good advert for the theme park. I mean, we're hitting 55 there, and then we go into that banana roll at 50 miles, 54 miles per hour. So it's still carrying plenty of speed. I mean, if it struggles towards the end of the layout, except it's not struggling at all. It's doing exactly what it should be. And we're still doing 35 at that point. Yeah, we're still doing 35 there. Although I can't add many more. I was going to say I can't add many more exciting elements, and realised I was talking absolute poppycock. Ah, non-inverted loop. Nice. And we got helix. Yeah. But I don't want helix. I want 0G rolls would be lovely. Wraparound corkscrew. That actually hits the ground though. That's an amazing feature, isn't it? I've never had that element on any of my coasters. 0G roll, we could probably build our own 0G roll. And it's probably not going fast enough to go through a 0G line. G roll, sorry, even. Inline twists, yeah, now we go heartline. Heartline roll, let's go, heartline roll. Midsection right, yeah, that's correct. And then exit. Because after all, that may not be on this particular model, but it's a computer game. And I think it'd be kind of fun to have elements. That wouldn't necessarily be on this coaster model. What am I doing? Right, let's get... That's what I was trying to do. Let's have a look. Is that coming in the correct way? I think so. Yeah. Oh, I think there's a cat clawing at the door. Hold on, give me a second. Another reason for not having the soundtrack on. Yeah, it was Alvin. Oh, this... I was just about to say that I'd hit the ground. No, it wouldn't. Let's give it a go. If it struggles particularly towards the end, I can reduce the friction. There's that tweak which we had in the original Planet Coaster 2, and everyone requested it came back in Planet Coaster. In S3 we had an original Planet Coaster, and everyone requested it come back in this, which I'm glad it did. We could also increase the speed of the lift hill, although from what I've seen of these models, they're not particularly fast up lift hills, and I've not seen a launched version of this particular model, or this one with the birds on it. But yeah, you should feel like an eagle soaring through the air. So these slow, languish movements where it holds and that work in our favour. And we should get some interaction where you can see the other coaster across the path. This is going to be the interesting bit. Oh, 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 oh. We went down to 3 miles per hour there. I mean, perfect. It made it. Barely. I think we'll do a friction. We'll slowly reduce the friction and give it a test. Yeah, yeah. It's the most thrilling coaster in the world. Not. 39 meters is the biggest drop. Max speed 62 miles per hour and average speed of 23 miles per hour. 4 inversions. Okay. 2 airtime count. 1 scenery rating. 1 is my scenery rating. Well, that's fair enough. I'll try bringing it down. We'll give it another go. This is going to be increases in increments, I'm afraid. I think Alvin's quite happy to have come in. She's fussing around me now. Alvin, do you want to sit down, girl? Mm? No, you're just headbutting me. Careful, because I've got a can there, cat. Trying to drink. It'll knock over my monster. Right, let's see how we get on. Now we've got to the top of the lift hill. It's the end bit, really, we were most concerned about. It should flow a bit better, in theory. See, it doesn't hang there and stall as much, so it carries momentum, so therefore we'll have more momentum when we get to the fatal 3 mile per hour bit. But I don't want to push the G-force too much, because then it would be unrealistic and no one would ride it, although the G-force counter on this is a bit unforgiving anyway. It's a bit... Oh, she just rolled over and started attacking my foot. Thanks, cat. Alvin, don't attack me, you silly girl. Okay, much better through there. Only slowing down to 20 miles per hour. Yeah, perfect. That is my leg, thank you, that you're rolling over and clawing. I don't... Okay, I mean, I don't think you'll get a high excitement. And 4.44 Gs is... I mean, I could take it down to 0.8, but... we could see how it goes there. Looks kind of nice. I guess we want it going through sort of pine trees and things. It's no good rubbing it. You were just attacking my leg and now you're rubbing up against my shoulders and that, and my chin and my head, trying to be nice, cat. You were just attacking me, thank you. And here comes the moment of truth, I guess. With this drop. Would a 0G roll be better towards the end rather than that? There's a bunch of heartline rolls. I think a 0G would fit this model more. It kind of fit wing inverted. So instead of all those, that kind of feels a bit weird. So I could create a custom low 0G roll. Rather than this. This just feels weird. Is it much better? Yeah. Not much change in G-force either. Although I kind of, like I say, I think that this bit here, because as I pointed out when we were building it, wouldn't really be on this model. So, nope, I don't want to be connected to you. What I want to do is a banking offset. I want to go up, not 45, we'll go low, and then we'll go that way. Yeah, that's kind of way too high. It's never going to get up there. Alright. Now we need to sort out that bit there by that feels a lot more like this model would. There we go. Just kind of hoping. I mean, if it's too slow through there, I will just bring it back. Bring it back? No, bring it down. In fact, I might do that now anyway. Modify section. I'll just bring it down a little bit. Thank you. Now we'll smooth that section. Let's see how we get on with the 0G roll, which I've effectively reduced the number of inversions by 1, but kind of made it feel more like a wing coaster, hopefully. Perfect. Exactly what we need to do. And we still have, yeah, with good ratings. G-Force might be a bit... No, G-Force isn't too bad. I mean, definitely not for this model. Only 3 inversions now though, but as I say, it feels more... much more like this coaster would. And of course, if you sit on this side, you get a totally different experience to sitting on the left-hand side. The beauty of such a model. Well, kind of. You get a like different experience by sitting on this side, anyway. Have some bits where it goes over water. It could look quite good. Yeah, it's nice. I kind of like that. And you've now got something, you know, if you're standing out here. So we're going to have to put a perimeter around there, I guess. So do I have this path come down here and it's split off and join back onto there? I guess so. And that will leave us with this area, which I could perhaps do some kiddie rides in and a junior coaster, depending on how this goes theming wise and all this and everything else I'm doing. But yeah, kind of like that. That's nice. I was just about to say I don't really need this massive section here, but it's fine. I do feel it comes in a little hot, but I could add trim brakes. This ride isn't accessible, this ride isn't tested yet either. Blast it up here and then we'll let it go. Yeah, it takes me ages to decide whether a layout works or not. What I'll probably do with this one, I mean, I like it now, so I'll probably end up liking it tomorrow still. But I'm going to let it sit and marinate overnight. I won't open it, and then I'll test it again tomorrow and see if I like it, or whether I think I could do something different or something better. But this is very much what I remember this style of coaster being like. Or this particular model of coaster, because I think there is a few of these. That's nice, seeing them on the... Yeah, that's really good interaction. Yeah, see, much smoother coming into the station. Yeah, we're still hitting the same amount of G's and everything. Okay, that's good. But it just feels that much better coming into the station. thankfully. Yeah, I kind of like that. People could stand there and look up at the coaster coming into that section, so you could stand here and watch it come down the first drop, and then look up and watch it go up the reverse Immelman loop, or the Immelman loop, and just, yeah, straight down into, I think that's a 0G roll there. Yeah, it's my 0G roll. I like 0G rolls. I think they're particularly nice elements. Not that I've experienced them in real life, but I can imagine they'd be quite nice and flowy. It's just sort of like the profiling of coming in, going up, and then doing the... It's kind of like doing a barrel roll, isn't it? Do a backflip, do a backflip. The same sort of thing. Yeah, I'm thinking bringing this round here and bringing the perimeter round that way. So you've got like a square, and I can put rides in here, in this area, some flat rides, because I don't have many supporting flat rides. In fact, I have 2 supporting flat rides at the moment. But once I build the junior section, don't know whether I want to put the junior section in here behind these rocks, possibly, because the junior section next to the rapids kind of makes sense, because the rapids would be... But then what am I going to do with this dead space here? More supportive flat rides, small coaster, because that's taking up, God, that's taking up quite a lot of room. Saying that, this also takes up a lot of room. In fact, that probably takes up the most, as these models do take up. If we want more compact coaster, you want something. Mind you, I'm terrible at building. I can't make compact coasters. I am awful at making compact layouts. Yes, I do like that. It's working very much. There, obviously, I want some planting and centerpieces and stuff, just to grab people's attention. I've got Pete's Hut to finish there. Plenty to be getting on with. Anyway, we'll have 5 minutes break, I think, and then we'll crack on. Perhaps I will get back to some basic building. Or perhaps we'll theme this. Perhaps we'll continue with the fence, draw out the perimeter, and then I know where I need to add greenery and scenery. Yeah, we'll see. We'll work on a perimeter and then, yeah, get some things worked out. So in the meantime, this is the newest operational coaster. I'll leave you to watch this. I don't think I've got any onboard audio for this, actually. Let's have a look. No, no music, and I think it should have music. Should have some kind of western track, although we do have kind of like spaghetti roller coasters. Probably a bit too. Don't know. I mean, this probably worked for a bigger coaster. Like a big flying coaster. It's a good track. You'll find something that works for Western, for wild stallions, sorry. Let's... Why when I listen to this can I think of Family Guy? Kind of has that feel to it. I've realised I haven't, you probably can't hear this anywhere near as well as I can hear it because I've not done what I normally do. If it all changes in a minute, I apologise, I'll just... It's probably got louder now. Metal Gear Solid this is like. It's just saying that's Metal Gear Solid-ish. Oh, it starts again, forget it. That's why I've got the engine stick to the Planco. Cops and coasters, it's quite good. Just trying to find something that's appropriate. Just trying to find something that's appropriate for wild stallions, but I can't really. I was scouting for girls. It's cross between scouting for girls and what's the other? Take that. It's cross between. I gotta find something that's appropriate for wild stallions, really. An enchanted flight would probably work for the Eagle coaster. Oh, I love this. Magical Town. This is, I know it's fairy tale, but you could use this in Pirate as well. Just some ideas. That one, Frankie Coast, actually puts me in mind of Alton Towers for some reason. It's not. I know it's not the classical piece of music from that, but it puts me in mind of. I don't know which one to use at this point. I mean, this is very, very Western. No, very Eastern, sorry. Like martial arts movies, that sort of thing. That'd be really good to do a theme park on martial arts movies. Because there have been some brilliant ones over the years. Jet Li's Fearless is a good one that springs to mind. Obviously loads of the early Jackie Chan stuff. Even his new ones in Hollywood were pretty good. Bruce Lee. Yeah, what's Spirits of the Forest like? Would that work for... I think I know this. Would it work for a sort of horses running through forests type in the Wild West? It's not obvious, but sometimes doing the not obvious with a Western theme works. Red Dead Redemption 2 opening scene in the snow. You know, so just bear that in mind. Do you know what? That might work. That may work for horses. Alright, I'll leave you with that, and I shall have 5 minutes break, and then we'll come back and do some theming for this perimeter and a bit of theming.
col vassello bello.
Right, I think you've probably seen that enough times now. I would have put it in cinematic, but you wouldn't have got the benefit of the onboard audio, so we'll keep the park running. It's of no consequence, really. So let's work on this perimeter, which... No, what was I doing? That's not what I meant to do. There are definitely places where I need to place bins and such like. Yeah, so I was planning on having the kids area the other side of the junior area, the other side of the rapids across from that, but I think I could squeeze it in behind the main street. And we will have a kiddie coaster in there, a nice little junior coaster. Let's bring this in a little bit more, and then bring it across. Yeah, bring it in so that you can get some really good views of the coaster. want to sort of weave in through some pines and stuff, Ponderosa and Scots pines and that, and I will have some elevation changes throughout the ride. Thinking about putting a lake in there. Just going to check, yeah, we are still at ground level. Good. Yeah, bring the path along here and you'll see that coaster whip by. Yeah, I probably want to perhaps have a drop tower around here because they don't take up too much space. So I was just checking where we're going to. Be interesting to see how the guests react to the ride. As well. Nearly done with this. We'll get on to the more interesting stuff in a minute. Oh, I say we're nearly done with this. Have you noticed a problem? Because I have. When does it start floating? There we're on the ground. I'll bring you down a little bit. No, you're floating. Tiny, inconceivable float. Yeah, that's all right. There we go. Right, now where we float in here. Guess the Canyon Rider has a long wait time. It's a rapids, of course it does. Of course it has a long queue time. What do you expect? Wing 4 has no entrance. Also well aware. Yeah, so not the most exciting work, but has to be done. It's really nice having a shadow cast across the entire area. We're going to create a square here. And I need more sportive flat rides because I currently have 2 flat rides in the entire theme park. And I'm kind of struggling for an entertainer as well, because the entertainer I would like was from Planet Coaster 1, the Western entertainer. She was brilliant. Unfortunately, she's not in the game anymore. Would be nice if some of the OG, I mean, we've got Planet Coaster, is the only one from the first game that survived. I used to love Street Fox Coffee as well. I always used to use the Street Fox Coffee entertainer. But now it's Latte Love, isn't it? Street Fox Coffee's gone bankrupt. Gone bye-bye. Or is it the competition? Like Starbucks and Costa. Path, right, we... Jazzy Mosaic Path. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, I didn't quite want you to go like that, but... Nope, that's going to go past the... yeah. That's going too far out. It's not liking that at all, is it? Oh yeah, no. No, I didn't want you doing that actually, game. I may have to have you doing that. And adjust this. What would have been easy was to create the path and then do the perimeter. Okay, I need to make this brush a bit wider. I don't think I want that path going over there. There. Yeah, like that. We need to keep it like that. No, don't do that. I was hoping those corners would be... Who was that I could hear? I would like to fill that all in. Let's do draw tool. Let's go straight up there, up there, across there, okay, there's some gaps. Can I fill those gaps in? Possibly. Yeah. There we go. Filled in that gap. Filled in that gap. Now we have a plaza, kind of. Any edge bits like that I can just fill in with something else, I think. So, not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's a shame that we can't put bins the other side. Oh, it's Dave has come in as well. So I think I've got all cats in now. Flat rides. Yeah, I don't know whether I want a drop tower or would that be nice there? Would that look good? I'm trying to think which way you're coming in. Oh, you would come down and see it flying around. So I'm thinking which way the coaster's travelling. Slight problem with path here. Thank you. Merged completely. Like I say, we have a severe lack of supporting rides. Hyperspin. Star Wheel, that's absolutely massive. Yeah. Huge, great beast. Takes up way too much room. Way too much room. The Screaminator. Like I say, I do like the idea of a drop tower being here, but that would be overkill, I think. They only work if they're in... I could put it... They work better if they're next to cliffs and stuff. Like the one at Dollywood. If anyone can imagine that. Little Dipper. That's brilliant. One day I'll put that in. That'll go in the junior section. Gale Force, yeah. I've never used that. Takes up, that's got quite a big footprint as well. For a flat ride, I mean a fairly big footprint. It's not huge, is it? Jumping disc. Oh, Tagata. That's what that is. I was like, what's jumping disc? Resurgence takes up is the smallest footprint. and would be nice for getting views across the whole area. You get views across that lake and I'll sleep on it. I'll think about it. So I mean, this path can go round here and join back over here. Obviously I'm going to have a perimeter running around there. I say obviously, it's not obvious, is it? But it's obvious to me. I want to put a little lake in of some kind, so perhaps next to this. That's after the, yeah, that's after the 0G rolls where I wanted it. I was to say that's not the right place, but it can be. I'm not too worried about keeping a little bit of grass showing in there. Because it will look like algae. Right, let's go for a bit of rock. I'm going to have boulders in and stuff as well. We want probably a bit of gravel as well to give it that. Create some gravel around. The edge. Alright, I don't want all gravel, so I'm going to break it up a bit. with a bit of rock here and there. Clear water, I think. I was going to say that's too high. Yeah, it kind of is too high. Yeah, no, that's alright actually. Just this bit looks very strange. Also, I'm going to have to bring these footers up to about here because they'll look very strange otherwise, because you just wouldn't have them that much metal exposed to water. Just thought there's an easier way of finding all the footers. Okay, that's way too big. We probably need coaster support, footer extension. Yeah. Okay, that's in totally the wrong place. Get it central as best I can. Bring it down. Okay, that's not... That's brown. No. I think saddle brown's about right. I don't know what colour I've actually got for that. Orange, saddle brown, yeah, that's what I thought, saddle brown. Unfortunately, it's not the same colour. We'll whack those all together. That's bugging me that it's actually darker on the coaster than it is on the so I'm going to have to do some colour matching by the looks of it, or as best I can. Yeah, that's better. It brings it much more in line with it. And if nothing else, we'll get the lake done. If I don't get any trees in tonight. Felt that then, the speed of it. There are coaster bits in there. What we want is our temperate rocks. Let's work with those parameters. Just to break up the edge a little bit. I wanted that next to a pole. I need clearance on the coaster though. But yeah, I want the pole to stick into a rock so it makes sense. I'm also trying to get rid of that perfect circular edge because it doesn't look right having a perfectly circular edge. So unfortunately I have to do some rock work, which isn't the most thrilling stuff, I know, but it will hopefully give people an idea of what I'm kind of thinking of doing. What I am going to do, actually, I think I'll have that there. See, I don't think putting a cinema in is too out of the realms of this Western Park. Could even put a flying cinema in. Turn off rotation. And oh, scaling. Yeah, they've definitely done a lot of work to scaling. That's really good. That's part of the free update, so the game's just getting better and better. Give us far more creative tools and options. And that you sort of can't grumble at, let's be honest. Oh, that's, yeah. There's breaking up the edge, and then there's dunking your heads in the, dunking your riders in the bushes, which is they probably wouldn't appreciate. I went on this coaster and got a face full of bush. I'm trying not to actually dunk it in the water, although I want it kind of overhanging. I may also add something like a tiny little island here, just a little rock island, because it'll add a bit more variety. We might do that. Let's do that. Shouldn't we do that? Yeah. See, Tiger and Temperate Rocks are practically the same, well, there's slight differences. Kind of like that, but I want it to be connected to that. Although not obviously connected, and and that's going to need something underneath it to support it. This rock is really versatile. Possibly one of my favourite rocks in Planet Coaster 2. I do like moss covered rocks anyway. I think they're both fascinating and deadly at the same time. Yeah, there we go. We've got because you'll be able to see all that as you come in on the coaster. You will see all that. Oh. Right, let's create my fake grass type effect on here. Although it's not really grass, is it? But kind of gives that greenery impression. It just needs a lot of work, unfortunately. Elm tree. I kind of like the elm tree being on there, although I think you definitely want a smaller. What about a pine? Alright, let's take a look and see how that actually looks. That's kind of convenient, the one that was just coming to the station. A pickpocket has been caught and ejected from what's Wing 4 has no entrance. Well, stone the crows. Going to guest view and see what that little lake looks like. I have a problem with the placement of that camera. I absolutely have a problem with the placement of that camera. I think it's too close, but we'll find out. I mean, it's a single line vehicle, isn't it? So, coast train, sorry. not vehicle. So I don't know how close they're getting to. On the POV though, it looks like it's too close. So I might have to move the position of it slightly. We'll have a look. We'll have a look as we come to that bit. I'm curious as to how they react to this layout as well. Oh, come on, somebody would have put their hands up on the first drop. And that, they're all hanging on. They are leaning, but you would think that somebody would put their hands up by now. They've got over the shoulder restraints, and that's the bit I have a problem with. Yeah, the clearance is non-existent. That is wrong. Look how close his head is to it. Alright. Edit camera placement. Yeah, that's fine where it is. However, you need to be slightly round there so that there's enough clearance. Yeah, you don't need to be that far away. It is just simply because I've adjusted the camera placement, it's reset. Well, there wasn't enough clearance. So if the pole doesn't stick in there, I mean, I know Wing 4 has no entrance. Thank you for telling me. Oh, that's been resolved then. So yeah, we definitely need a sportive flat ride there. And something going on here. I need to add more hills and things, I think. Kind of thinking, oh, I was thinking a hill here. But I suppose you could. You could add a sort of slightly raised. Bit of land. Then what you could do is yeah, that's fine. I was just saying that's fine. I've just realised it's not fine. Because once I start doing the perimeter, how am I going to pull the perimeter up? Many guests have reported pickpocketing. Well, good for them. Don't tell everyone. They'll all want in on it. Right, let's put it up to 100%, and smooth it off a bit. Yeah, even so, if I brought the fence round, I suppose I could bring the fence, I was going to say I could bring the fence up to that point. But what you'd kind of need is a sudden... Oh, I could do that with rocks, easily. Yeah, I could possibly do that. I'm thinking about having the path split here. But provided I can get the path to actually follow this path. If I'm making any sense to anyone. Nice. Gonna say, yeah. To make that slightly more interesting, we can just add boulders, rocks. Etc. Themepark has been caught by security and ejected from the building. Good. Good, good. That's the thing against having it not paused. Haha, you're getting wet. Send it with empty seats. They think this has a long queue time. They're getting on straight away. What are they on about, long queue time? It has a long queue, but that's not a long queue time. Because they're getting straight on when they get to the end of the long walk, you know. I just happened to put that in because I have had problems with... I'm putting a long queue line because I've had problems with water rides in the first game with the queues getting full. But this time it doesn't seem to be a problem, which is good for us. Very good for us. Right, let's get back to... Is this long grass we've got at the moment? Right, what's the difference? Short grass, let's see. Alright, let's just go 100%. Oh, long grass does look slightly different. But when you're whizzing past on a coaster, it makes no difference. Meadow looks different as well, obviously. Compact dirt, soil. Mud. Mud is like wet mud, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose. Kind of prefer soil. I know I can mute the UI sound effects, but it doesn't actually bother me that much. But if it annoys any of you, please let me know, and I will mute it. No, auto paint. No, I'm not putting any water in there. It doesn't let you put water in anyway if you in a tiny little bit, annoyingly. So if you want to do that, you have to kind of cheat. By cheating, I mean you just put a water piece in. Although sometimes you get very strange results from doing that. Or a fountain. But yeah, again you get strange results. That's what I did with this puddle over here. That's actually a fountain. Water fountain plinth, but this bit, you've got this weird outline on it. And this strange blue piece. That strange blue piece might be my fault. Yep. Sort of way of hiding it. No, I didn't want scenery brush, I wanted terrain brush. I'm going to make this weird sort of grey mud. It might just be the lighting. Still you get this weird black outline on it. Oh well. About the best I can do for a puddle in these conditions. Oh, here we go. This is what I think I'm looking for. Rhododendron. Kind of thinking bramble again. No, I was thinking bramble, but then I was thinking this as well. Yes, it was irritating me. Where is it, the piece I'm looking for? I swear I had it favorited. Mind, I've got so much in there now. There, that's what I wanted. Log large. Thinking I wanted nice fallen logs and ponderosa pines and all that. Pretty much everything for you to whiz through. Oh. I think we want some bracken ferns there. Growing up against it. Have I got random scale on? I have. Okay, I'm looking for something in particular and I've forgotten what I'm looking for now. Oh yeah, I'll grab that. to be honest with you, I think I've gone past it. Oh yeah, here it is. Laurel bush. Which is fantastically good at adding to your fallen logs in a forest. Right, where's the Ponderosa pines and Scott pines? That's what I want. Is that too big? No, not really. You wouldn't have that on the first drop. Just too much of a risk. Too much of a risk. I know I did say it's a computer game and it really doesn't matter, but we'll ignore that for now. Scott's Pine, okay. Where are they? There we go. Just trying to think if there's anything else I could add to that. I'm not entirely sure. Just have a look and see what it looks like on board. When and if anyone okay, why are we I was just about to say, why are we frozen? Is the ride broken down or something? Oh, no. It hasn't broken down. I'm thinking I want to use my horses at some point in this. I say horses, I've only got singular. Yeah, quite nice. You need to get that natural look I quite enjoy. I still didn't blueprint my ducks, did I? Would have been ideal to put on that lake. With the really low bits, it'd be nice to kind of get that rushing through a forest type feel. Still plenty to do here, but we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. See, I'm dubious about adding any other type of like that, any colour that's different. Mind you, saying that, if you look, as I say, if you look at tiger forests and that, you do get the occasional like orange tree, especially sort of early autumn in forests and that in that part of the world. Okay, what am I doing now? Ponderosa. Do we want more ponderosas, or do we want... No, that is wasn't truly sticking in and interfering. Provide a bit of shade. Slowly bring this round, like add more to this. So you've got all this nice forested scenery to fly by. So I'm thinking about using the horses in this, obviously because it's called Wild Stallions. That was the main reason for designing them in the first place. Whereas if I've only got them in one position, it's not going to look very good, is it? I suppose I could copy it and change it slightly. Okay, why is it not selecting that? Am I editing the correct one? Edit building. Right, is this going to work or not? That's the question. Oh, there we go. Right, what we want to do... Actually, no. Right, that's what I wanted. Wing 4 still has no entrance. I did try and twist his head slightly, but they still look very similar. Right, I'm going to leave it there anyway, because it's very late. It's nearly 1 o'clock. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for popping in. I'll continue working on Old Eagle Summit off camera, and then we'll hopefully have a flat ride in here. Have some more rides in elsewhere as well. Sort of cram stuff in. But I do keep getting messages saying complexity meter is too high, and I'm only been working below 30%, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm guessing I'm putting too much detail into one area and it doesn't like it. But tough, really. But yeah, I'll continue theming up our wild stallions and see if we can get there with this. Making it look good. But thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Right, that horse with a slightly twisted head can go back over onto my post-it notes section. Yeah. I knew there was something I wanted to do. Alright, before I disappear off, we'll do a final test to see whether you can see those horses or not. I suppose I want to keep them hidden really as best I can. If you know that they're once and you see them, well, you know, without the tree, that's where they should be. Although they weren't super obvious, were they? Because they're quite far away. Just bring it in more so you can see them more clearly. And we want to do a bit of that twisting so that you can clearly see their silhouette almost. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time when I stream some more. What I don't know, but we'll find out when I stream it. Anyway, good night.